Hola, hola! Hi, beautiful people. Hi, Medicine Tribe. Marlia Cœur here, signing in from Bali. I hope you can hear me. Let me just check. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. It seems like. Let me know in the chat box if you can hear me well. And here I am for one guitar tutorial as promised for today. I can see a lot of beautiful comments of yours in the tutorials that I upload every now and then, which I know it hasn't been too often, and a lot of you have come with your comments and your enthusiasm, and you're like, make more, make more. So yeah, here I am to make some more. I've got different kinds of instruments over here around, and this is usually the space where I'm doing my sound healings, the live ones, the live streaming ones, and they're usually on Inside Timer. But now it feels like it's time to also bring the sound healings here. So if there is anybody watching live right now, because I know that this video will be posted and will still be there on my list, on my profile. If you are here, let me know if the sound is okay. I will just make one last check. And write me in the chat box. And also I have the poll in the chat box for the next one. So if you're feeling like there is a preference for you for learning how to play the next song, it's gonna be a choice between Arbolito Divino, Arbolito Divino, you know this one, and All Related by Nessie Gomez. Again, you know this one as well. And let me know what you would like to know for me to teach the next time. So today we are going to play Yama Yo. And this is a beautiful song by Curawaka. And you know these guys, you love them, and I love them too. And I wish to see them live as well, performing live. And one day. So it's pretty easy in terms of the chords. And I invite you to come with a certain chord knowledge already, because I'm not going to take the time here to teach you how to play the chords. But yet again, it's going to be tutorials of songs that you can play if you are a beginner to an intermediate. And if you're an intermediate, I will definitely show you something on the right hand that you haven't explored, maybe not in this song, but in series of songs. And if you are more than that, like perhaps some strumming techniques or something like that can be something that you find really interesting. So first of all, thanks for the thanks for the song, and thank you for the composers and the musicians who are playing this song. Second of all, I appreciate all of your support in these live streams and the tutorials. Without you, I wouldn't be able to do this. So if you feel like it, I've created some emojis and some stickers that you can buy either during the live stream or afterwards when the video is being replayed. And also a membership. You can have like 3 different tiers. I call them the mind voice, the body voice, and the spirit voice. So if you want to be with me in spirit, you can choose this bigger membership. tier, which you connect with me every month, and I'm giving you lots of songs. And of course, there can also be the one-on-one way that I am also teaching many people from around the world. Today, let's jump right into it. I will teach you this finger picking technique, okay? So let's identify, first of all, that it's going to be string number 1, all right, which is your low E. It's funny that we say that because it's low in terms of where the strings are, but it's actually in frequency is the highest. Anyways, the one which is lowest on your guitar is number 1. B, open B is 2, open G is 3, open D is 4, open A is 5, open E on the low part, on the bass part is 6, okay? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. The fingers in classical guitar, we have some names for them. We call it P, I, M, A. We don't usually use the pinky, yeah? P, I, M, A. But in order not to confuse you with the PIMA, I'm giving you the instructions of the finger picking under the description with strings. So these are not the numbers, these are not the, you can also see them as the thumb being the number 4, okay? Because this is the number of the string. So number 4 string is your open D. And then you got number 3, which is your open G. This is your index. You got number 2, which is your open B. This is your middle finger. And then we got 3 again, so back to your index. Number 1, which is your ring finger. So your string number 1 is your open E. And then again 3, 2, 3. So 3, 2, 3 is index, middle, index. So what essentially is happening, if you put your fingers, just lay them there, like just locate the strings, your thumb would be on your 4th string, index finger is on the 3rd, middle finger is on the 2nd, ring finger is on the open E. And you just position them there, then you know which one goes where. Then the only thing that is like the practice that you will do is go from the thumb and then index, middle, index, ring, index, middle, index. Okay, so that's what that means under in the instructions, finger picking 4, 3, 2, 3, 1, 3, 2, 3. Once you put your D minor on the left hand side, right, then it sounds like this. Okay, again. All right, so essentially what's going on is that we repeat this pattern throughout the whole song, and it just changes the bass. So when we go to the A major, which is this one over here, right? You're going to use your thumb on the 5th string because you got your A major and you want your bass as to be the A string. So here we're just going to change into, okay? So it can go a little bit like this. Now it's slowed down. We would need to speed it up. Yama Yo, yo, Yama Yo, yo. Yama Yo, yo, Yama Yo. Okay, so it's going to be one time on the D, one time on the A, back into the D. And when they repeat, when you repeat the verse, it's going to be again one time D minor, one time A, one time to the D minor again. One more time. If you have your guitar, practice with me. 4, 3, 2, 1. Hey, Yama Yo, ana, hey, yo. Change. And change. Repetition. Again, D minor. Onto A major. Back to D minor. Beautiful. One more time. Let's go. 2, 1. Yama Yo, A major to D minor. Repeat D minor, A major. All right. So now we go to this other part where it goes na wa hi ya na, and here we start again with the D minor, and then we move to C major. This is your C major, yeah. So first lyric is wa hi ya na, hey, oh. So until now we had D minor, the whole pattern, C major, the whole pattern, back to D minor, the whole pattern. Once again, D minor. Wa hi ya na, hey, oh. And now for the second part, A major again, and then you either slide the A major to the 3rd fret and you don't play the 5th string, but you keep your fingers to the 4, 3, 2. You don't even play the low E string, number 1. Or you grab a barré and you play B minor, which is a major, and it has to be again, the 3 fingers will have to be in the same fret. So I know that for beginners this is a little bit trickier, and it's fine. If you find yourself changing from A major to B flat major, then that's perfect. Keep this. Otherwise, go from A major, and only for this little while, slide the 3 fingers to the 3rd fret, and just move your thumb again to the 4th string. And do not play the ring finger when you do your pattern. Just stay on these 3 strings, 4, 3, 2. But you can use them up, down, down. All right? Only to meet again in D minor. So the second part of this, the second line of the second part is why, hey, oh, why. Okay, so one whole time your A, one whole time your B, but you're gonna change the fingers if you are doing the just sliding to the 3rd fret without playing the bass, back to the D minor one time for the whole pattern. So if you are playing the barré, it sounds like this. Why, oh, why. Okay, so this is one time or maybe 2 times. Let's do the second part from the top of the second part. All right, so it begins with D minor. 1, 2, 1. Wah, C major, D minor. Prepare for A major, B flat major, and D minor. Beautiful. One more time. 2, 1. Wah, A major, why, B flat major, Okay, I can play it one more time for the ones that do not hold the barré. If that's you, then position these three fingers. Leave the index out so that you can just slide them down. Actually, it doesn't really matter until the time that you're gonna go back to the D minor. So it's easier if you're using these three fingers for your A major. They're both correct. You can use either these three or these three for your A major. Just checking. Nice. All right. So we have somebody who is voting for All Related. And these are both songs that are coming from your recommendations. So I would love to see what's your name and credit you when I do the actual video or when I do the tutorial. And we can also find a way somehow to connect at some point and perhaps do the same with like people who would love to come live as well. Maybe this can be on another platform. I'm not sure if YouTube is supporting that. That would be awesome. Like if you're playing the song already or a little bit, or you have a question or something like that, we could come live like in Instagram. Like we could both come live and you play me the song and I can hear it and I could tell you like, okay, you can do this or that, or suggestions. Cool. So one more time, the second part for the ones that are not using the barré, and we're gonna just slide the three fingers to the 3rd fret and come to the only 4-3-2 strings on the right hand side. Make sense? 2, 1. Wahi to C major, to D minor, to A major, to B flat major, to D minor. Okay, so it's gonna be 4-3-2-3, 4-3-2-3. That will be the whole time that you have for that B flat. But it can also, because it's the last part of the phrase, you can also stop even before. 4-3-2-3, 4-3-2. Back to the D minor, and even before that. 4-3-2-3, 4. Wahi. Okay, so it would be Wahi from the A major. Hey, B flat. Hey, oh, Wahi. So either you're playing the barré on the B flat major or you're not. You can stop a little bit before because that kind of like that's your highlight phrase and you're about to resolve it. So you can stick around only as far as Wahi. Okay. All right. That's it for the finger picking. And as long as you can nail your chords on the left-hand side, then your only sort of practice on the right-hand side is the P-I-M-I-A-I-M. Or in the fingers position, thumb, index, middle, index, ring, index, middle. And this would be, see, you can have like a pattern of seeing it like this, like there is a bass and then index, middle, index, ring, index, middle, index. Okay, so it's like you have two parts of index, middle, index, which are your 3-2-3 strings over here, open G, open B, open G. And then in front of the first part, there is a bass. In front of the second part, there is your ring finger, which will be your open E. Okay? So if that makes a little bit more sense to those who don't want to become like you know, get it calculated, there is D string, G string, B string, G string, E string, G string, B string, G string. And that calculates as this. Okay? Bass, index, middle, index, ring, index, middle, index, bass, index, middle, index, ring, index, middle, index. And that's a beautiful finger picking that as soon as you nail it and you can do it well, you can increase the speed and go faster. You can play a number of songs with this one. And even in this song, you can double the speed once you're ready. If you're not, maybe you're not singing and you can play only the guitar and you would love that at some point. If you're already there, then see if you can do this as well, that you can just double it and go. So you play 2 patterns for each. So you got 2 D minors, 2, A major, 1, 2. Back to D minor, 1, 2. Yama Yo, has also the instructions down below in the description, and I'm using this to denote to everyone ups and downs. Okay, so you can take it and make it as complicated as you want, but this is the simple version and the slow version with which you can start if you are here. If you are further down, you can speed it up and do it like double speed as well. Or yeah, just contact me and I can give you more advanced options, which I'm slowly gonna start presenting in some of the songs for you that you are already there. Because I'm gonna be giving, a fairly easy version for the people who are like beginners, and I'm gonna be giving, at least in the fingerstyle, and then another version for those of you who are a little bit further down the line. So if I mute the strings with my left hand for a minute, D is down, and you can do it with your index or with all of the fingers. Yeah, so it's just down. It means you are using the index finger from the nail side, right? Like it's gonna feel like this. And when you're coming up with the thumb, and again, you're using the nail side. So you're coming up with the thumb like this, and down with the index like this. You can see that there is already, now I'm coming a little bit closer to the camera so you can see me. From your elbow down, your wrist is kind of loose and it creates this movement, right? So there is a little bit of a rotation from the wrist happening, so that you can go down with the wrist. And now you are ready, right? Your hand is positioned in such a way so you are ready to come up with the thumb. And that will increase the speed of your playing at some point, right? Now, the confusion or the little practice of the training that you can do is when you are going down, when you're going up. How many times down, how many times up, right? And this, of course, is a whole school because, whole flamenco, all of the styles are based on this. So for the purposes of this song, we're going to use down, pause, up, down, pause, up, 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 down, down. Okay? Together. If you are holding a guitar, this one, you can also do it just by moving your hand. Ready? Let's go. Down, pause. Up, down, pause. Up, 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 down, down. Okay? One more time. Together. 2, 1. Down, up, down, up, 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 down, down. I don't have my metronome here, but the beat that I'm giving you is exactly for this tempo. So if I was to play the song, it would be Yama Yo Ana Hey Yo Hey Yama Yo Ana Hey Yo, up down, up down, 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 up down, up down, 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 up down, down, up down, 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 up down, up down, down. Okay? So if you're here already and you got it, then you move on to the chords. For those of you who want a little bit more training with this, let's practice a little bit slower together. And if you're having the guitar, you can mute the strings just for this go. And then in a moment, we are going to open and play the D minor so that you can hear how it hears. So it's you have these little pauses, right, in between. So use these pauses. I'm not just saying pause for the sake of pausing, but there is a count in there that if you don't count it, then it's gonna be tricky to play the song. So take a little breath there. This is what I usually teach my students. Take a little breath there so that you have down and you're breathing in, right? You go down, up, down, and then you're ready to go for another breath. You don't need to breathe all this in breath, but it's just a trick for you to know that this pause is to be counted. It's not just pause of like pausing, and of course it's also calculated how much you should pause, but it's not so you can't do it any faster either way. So I mean, at this point. So as soon as you go down, there is a little pause. Up, down, they go together. They don't have a pause. So come with me into down, up, down. Okay, and then we move to the up, up, up. 3 times up. So back to the start. We are waiting to start all together, if you're here. So we go down, breath, up, down, breath, up, up, up. And now we are ready to do the last 2 downs, and that's it. That's the cycle, okay? So let's go one more time. We're going down together, and then we breathe, yeah? Let's do it. Down, up, down, up, down, down. That's it. Let's do it twice, and then we open to the D minor, yeah? So prepare for down, 2, 1. Down, up, down, up, down, down. Once again, down, up, down, up, down, 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 up, down, down. Okay, I'm just practicing with you that we are using the chords as we are using them in the song, but now I did it twice so that you can just like stay more into it and feel it, how it is to use the right hand. Jumping into the song one more time would be that we are using D minor once, right? And A major once, and back to D minor once. So the shape will be like this. I'll try to make it slow. 2, 1. Hey, Yama Yo, Ama, hey. Hey, Yama Yo, Ama, hey, yo, hey, Yama Yo, Ama, hey, yo. And I'll make it even slower. Yama Yo, Ama, hey, yo, hey, Yama Yo, Ama, hey, yo. I'll do it a little bit slower. Hey, Yama Yo, Ana, hey, yo, hey, Yama Yo. Up, down. Amazing. Does it make sense? I'm hiding my chat box here, so I'm going to the chat box to see. Nice. We have more poll votes. Amazing. Okay. So with 4 votes, all related is still the 75% one, but there's also been a vote for Arbolito Divino. So let's see, maybe I can do both. Thanks, guys. It's so good to feel that some people are here and are watching. Thank you so much. It would be nice to know where you're watching from. Write me in the chat box if you're here, if you're listening. Oh yeah, and it would be nice to know if you are listening, meaning that if my mic is working, because I'm having like different setups and sound cards and whatnot for loop stations and whatever. Like I connect, it depends what I do. But for this one, I thought this mic would be enough. And I want you to tell me if you can hear the guitar as well. So, okay, bringing it to a closing to do the second part, right, of the strumming. And we'll try to do it slow for those of you who are starting just now. And you can always slow down. It's just that it's going to be a different feel. And of course, when you bring it back to, you know, like normal speed, or when you will play together with the drummer, or when you start singing the song, it's going to be different, of course. But the right hand needs some, you know, some slow speed to start understanding what it needs to do, and with practice and with training, it comes back. Yeah, it comes to the normal speed. So if I'm holding my D minor, right, I'm going to play the first part once more. Down, up, down, up, down. Hey, yeah. Change into A major and back to D minor. Now we go to the second part, starting with this D minor. C major. Hey, oh. Up, down, down. A major. To the B flat. To the D minor. And this would be the end of the song. Now, if you are coming all the way to the strumming part, it means that, you know, the energy is already high. It means that there is drummers, there is dancing, I don't know, there is this vibe going, okay? So apparently you're not gonna perform this song unless you can come to the speed and be able to, you're changing from fingerstyle into strumming so that you can keep the song in an upbeat way, right? So learn with and practice with the speed that I gave you just now until you come to this. Up, down, 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 up, down, 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 up, down, down. The second part, D minor. C major. D minor. A major. To B flat. To D minor. Okay, in case you are coming here to the B flat and you don't hold a barré, use the slide as we said in the beginning about second fret going to third fret, but refrain from playing the first 2 and last strings, meaning 6, 5, and 1. Do not play them because they will sound, I mean, it is a chord, but maybe not for the purposes of this song. So once you are here, slide to the B flat and try to hit only the middle strings. Okay, so you're still playing A major, B flat, onto the D minor. All right, that's all for today. Perhaps you take this song to a live ceremony or playing it in a circle with your friends, a men's circle, a women's circle, please, please, please try to practice and learn this song. It's beautiful. And while you repeat the verses and you go one after the other, repeating, it just makes such a beautiful, reverent way to bring the people together, to bring voices together. With these songs, the intention is also that we are learning different techniques, right? Oh, yay, Samira, thank you so much. Thank you for like giving me the thumbs up for the audio. Nice. Because on Inside Timer, I could check it before coming in the stream, but on YouTube, I'm not sure how I do that. I've done a couple of live streams, but also I would need to just, learn more about it. Cool. All right. Oh, Mima, you're here too. Oh, that's awesome. Bobby, hi. I was hiding the chat box all this time, but I'm super happy to see all of you. Oh, that's beautiful. Thank you, Samira. Thank you so much. Cool. Any questions, any suggestions, anything that you are feeling like you are going now, like you are experiencing now, like you have a question about how you do something with the chords or the right hand, please write below in the comments, and I will be checking the comments of yours like later on and try to answer to them as best as I can. And there is another live happening next week, and I will keep making these polls, and I keep asking you which ones would you like me to do, because I know that there is like specific songs that you want to know how to play, and I'm super eager to teach you. And I know a lot of songs, a lot of mantras, a lot of like singer-songwriter songs, a lot of medicine songs. So please, as we go with the polls, or if you have your own suggestion, keep them coming. And also, with songs like Arbolito Divino, for example, I know because I was teaching this to a friend of mine a couple of months ago, and she said, oh, but there is all this big introduction. And I was like, yeah, we can either, there are ways. We can either simplify the introduction and you still know, like you are counting it, and you can still play it with others as well. Maybe modified a little bit, but still there. And also it can be a beautiful practice to, to learn how to use the fingerstyle technique. So I'm only going to be using my fingers for these tutorials in the sense of like, fingerstyle and strumming on the right hand, because I've been also classical guitar trained, and I've used a pick in my electric guitar days, but not anymore. And I find that since we have 6-string guitars and we are having these 5 fingers, it's worth it. It's so totally worth it. You can play such amazing, beautiful melodic and harmonic, since the guitar is also such an instrument that can harmonize with itself, patterns that is just like heart-blowing and moment creating. Thank you so much, guys. Every support and every donation is amazingly appreciated. Thank you so much, because I can do this now that I've completed my 4,000 hours of watch time, and something like a number of subscribers I don't remember anymore. The channel is going so much better and better than ever, and I'm super happy to be here and connect with you from all around the world. So if you are finding yourself in this financial capability, there is a button which is right below the chat box for me, and it has this emojis and super stickers and super chat that you can show your support to me and to offering the tutorials, the guitar tutorials, and of course a lot of more music. If you follow me around the social media, you will find a lot being offered, like my own music videos from my songwriters songs, and also like vocal tips and vocal trainings, and there's online courses about how to free your voice and how to learn how to sing, to rebalance with your chakras, and a whole lot of audios that I've uploaded. They are for free on Insight Timer and onto the Academy, which is the online home academy. So that's all for today. I hope to see you next time. Please write me your comments, and yeah, blessings.